You've never brought Jack any happiness, Diane. You've only humiliated him, and not once, but over and over again.
That is ancient history.
No, it's not. It was just a year ago that you dumped him for Victor. Oh, no. That was 2 years ago. It was a year ago that Victor was dumping you.
Oh, and we all know that you have lived a perfect life.
Well, thankfully, we're not talking about me now. We're talking about you.
Indicting me, you mean?
Oh, okay. You want to play word games? I've got one for you. Toxic. That's what you are, Diane. Believe it.
I respect your father, Jack. You know that.
Respect my father? You ought to get down on your hands and knees and thank God for him. He made you. He found you tending dandelions in the garden, and he opened doors for you you never even dreamed of. All I'm suggesting is that we sell the company, his own company, back to him.
Jack, I am grateful to your father, but this is business and the timing is lousy.
The timing is perfect. Victor will be out of town. We won't run into any interference. The timing is perfect. Only we have to move now.
I don't see it that way.
Bradley, this is more than just about my dad. This is about the entire family. All of the Abbotts have signed on to this, including your ex-wife, the mother of your child.
What are you getting at?
I'm saying this is what Tracy wants. For the same reason we all want it. My dad wants a legacy. To the future. To Colleen.
All right, just hold on a minute. Are you suggesting that Tracy would use our daughter to muscle me into this deal?
I am saying that Tracy wants this.
No way! That is such bull. Tracy would never do something like that. You would stoop that low. But it's an insult to your sister to even suggest such a thing. You are beyond slime. You would go to any lengths to manipulate
I'm
people.
not manipulating anybody. I'm telling you the truth. Your daughter, who you don't seem to have much time for these days, is gonna thank you one day.
I'll just take you apart.
You know, we're wasting time here. I got one question for you. What's it gonna cost to buy you out of here?
Oh, Dad, you're alive. I can't believe this.
You better believe it. Your old man is back. You and I are both limping. Both broke our damn necks, didn't we?
Can't have you showing me up.
I know.
Dad, what happened? Why couldn't they find you in New Mexico?
Long story.
Yes, we want to hear it. We want to hear everything. That is so wonderful. Oh my gosh. Oh, a baby would make you and Paul so happy.
I know. I don't want to think about it until we know for sure.
Oh, it's so hard not to think about it.
Yeah, especially for Paul. I mean, we both want this so much.
But what, you think Paul's a little ahead of the game?
Well, I suppose it really doesn't hurt any, but I just worry, you know?
Well, I mean, you know, if it's not this time, a lot of fun trying anyway.
It's been a long road to get to this point.
Yeah, well, you guys wanted to make sure it was the right time. I think that's the way to do it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Well, you know, I wasn't supposed to tell anyone, and...
Oh, no, okay, I understand. Say no more. Just, you know, as soon as you find out, let me know.
Kidding? You'll be at the top of the list, after Paul and his mom.
Well, that would be third on the list, but it's okay. I can live with that.
You know what? I have to change the subject. I don't want to think about this. I would just love to talk about you, and how's Brett?
Oh, pretty amazing, actually. I got a very unexpected proposal.
You're getting married?
No, God, no. I didn't mean that. He wants us to move in together.
What?
Yeah, that was my reaction, too.
Well, is it still? I mean, how do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty neat. He obviously likes me.
Well, yeah, I know that much.
I don't know. I guess I'm still up in the air.
So you still haven't given him an answer?
No, I haven't. And he's not pushing, which is very cool. I don't know. Everything is going so great that I just kind of hate to mess it up by moving in together. I don't know.
Are you sure those aren't your insecurities talking?
No, I'm not sure. It could be. It's just, I got Philip to think about too.
That's true.
If I didn't have, a young, impressionable son, I don't know, I just might go for it. But, they get along fine. It's just,
Still, you have to be responsible and do what's right.
yeah. I mean, as much as we both like his company, I don't think at this point moving in together is the thing to do.
Well, whatever you decide. You know what? Will you excuse me for a second?
So Jack led you on. How?
We had an agreement. He promised to go to John and try to persuade him to let me have Billy for at least part of the summer. And he was so positive about it. He was so willing. And I believed him. Big mistake.
Jack reneged.
All because of a simple misunderstanding.
And that's why you're hurting so bad this morning.
Oh, I couldn't sleep all night. I just sat up drinking. Neil, I feel so alone these days.
Jill, with or without Jack's help, don't you have visitation?
Yes, but it's only for a couple of weeks. I wanted Billy longer than that.
Oh, come on. John Abbott isn't the kind of man who's going to deprive you of seeing your son.
That's really not the problem. Billy's old enough to know his own mind. I'm just afraid that he might have other plans.
So why don't you call him and find out?
Well, Jack said the plans fell through, but I have no way of knowing if that's true. So Jack said he would intercede with John for me and put in a good word. I mean, he's got an awful lot of influence over his father.
You know something? Sounds a little out of whack to me.
What do you mean out of whack?
Unless you and John aren't speaking these days, why do you need Jack? I mean, what's he really gonna do for you? I smell an agenda.
You think Jack's manipulating me again?
Check this out. He's offering to help you out with something that's near and dear to your heart, right? I think we both know Jack. He doesn't do many favors for people unless he gets something in return. If he hasn't put a price tag on it already, how close am I?
Very.
Is he looking for you to support him when Victor gets back? Get behind the takeover?
I hope not. But you're absolutely right. Jack wants something.
Well, whatever it is, don't knuckle under. Not if it's something that you're feeling uncomfortable about. And don't give up on Billy. Jill, you gotta get in there and start pitching. Since when does the mighty Jill Abbott back away from any challenge?
Yeah. Just pick up the phone and call my ex.
No. You pick up the phone and call the father of your child. He's a decent man, Jill. All you want is to see your son, Billy, right? That's a reasonable request. Why wouldn't John go for that?
Why wouldn't he?
And didn't you two spend some time together in New York last Christmas? Seems to me that you were getting along famously.
You're absolutely right. God, I'm so glad I talked to you. I feel so much less nauseous now.
That's the spirit. And I know you're gonna feel a hell of a lot better when you get some food in your stomach.
A working lunch.
We'll work on this budget here. How about this? I'll come back around noon and we'll order in.
New email waiting.
Noon won't work. We have other plans.
Save the insults.
It's the truth, Diane. Where my brother's concerned, you're poison.
Well, fortunately, my fiance doesn't see it that way.
You're living in a dream world.
You're the most spiteful, vindictive. You take such pleasure in seeing that we have problems. Jack and I love each other, and we are going to work through this, and we will have a wonderful life.
Believe it or not, I don't take any pleasure in this. I feel sorry for you because you're clinging to a fantasy. And if you would just let that fantasy go, you'd save yourself and everyone else a lot of grief, Diane.
New email waiting.
Excuse me. There's an emergency board meeting today at noon.
Since when?
Since now. I wonder who called it.
Buy me out? What are you saying, Jack?
We don't want the same things. It's very clear to me now. This partnership is never going to work, only it's not too late to do something about it.
You can't be serious.
Name your price.
All the scenarios I had in my head.
This is not fun and games, Bradley.
Oh, I know what it is.
So don't play with me. Name your price. What's it going to cost to jettison you out of here?
You know, I agree with you, Jack. This isn't working. It may be impossible to ever make it work.
This is an alliance I want no part of.
Well, me either, pal. But I'm not gonna be the one selling out here. You wanna get out of this so badly? You name your price, I'll buy you out. What do you think of that, Slick?
New email waiting.
Oh?
What is it?
Please be advised, an emergency meeting of the Newman Enterprises Board of Directors will convene today, noon sharp.
An emergency meeting of the board. What's going on here?
Why'd you tell me?
Hello?
Tracy,
Yes.
it's me, Jill. I would like to speak to your father, please.
Oh, sorry, Jill, he's not here.
Can you tell me when he'll be back?
I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
Jill, he left the country.
What? Where did he go?
Overseas. You didn't know this?
Well, if I knew, would I be asking?
Look, I could leave a message for...
Never mind that. Just let me speak to my son, please.
Jill, he's not here either. He went with Daddy. They left just as soon as Billy got out of school.
Sorry if I'm embarrassing you.
You're not.
Good. Because I don't know about you, but I haven't had such a wonderful night in a long, long time. Well, maybe it's just wishful thinking that it meant as much to you as it did to me.
Callie. My life is pretty complicated these days.
Look, I know last night didn't get rid of whatever's bothering you. But at least it made you forget for a little while, right?
Right.
So, no regrets.
No regrets.
And you still respect me this morning?
Yes, I still respect you this morning.
Good. So I'm probably really pushing my luck here, but I just had a great thought.
Oh, Lord. And it is?
Well, I was thinking maybe if we had a rerun of last night.
Okay,
but,
Callie, you gotta slow down, all right?
Oh, hey. Don't get so serious on me. You can't blame a girl for trying.
Okay, I wasn't completely straight with you. I do have one regret.
And what's that?
I didn't want you to get the wrong impression about what happened, but I have a really bad feeling that's exactly what you're doing. So, Callie, I think we better just set the record straight.
I never gave up hope, ever. I always believed that deep down, you would find a way to come back to us. I even dreamed about it.
Were they nice dreams?
Yes. In my dream, you would come home and you told me to have faith in our love and that you would be back.
So you see, your dream came true.
It was as if you sent me a message.
Now thoughts are intertwined, aren't they? You and I are soulmates.
Yeah, there's just one thing that I've been wondering about.
What's that?
There was somebody else involved besides this Chet. It's a woman. How come you've never mentioned her?
They called off the search for Victor.
Why, Jack?
Apparently, the family has lost all hope.
God, Victor gone? I can't believe it.
Pretty heavy news.
He's gone for good.
Yeah, we should be so lucky.
Bastards.
Nick! Who is it?
Alice Johnson?
Alice, I'll be there in a moment. Alice, hi. Come on in. Can I get you anything? Coffee's fresh.
No, thanks.
Well, I could fix you some tea if you'd prefer.
Look, the only thing I want is to see Cassie. She's expecting me, isn't she?
Yes, of course.
So, where is she?
I think she's just out playing.
Why, I didn't see her when I drove up.
Well, it's a large ranch, Alice, and there are a lot of places she goes and plays. You know how kids are, they love to explore.
Well, you all knew I was coming. Are you saying you couldn't have brought her in, you know, gotten her ready for me?
I'm sorry. We just lost track of the time.
Fine. Then I'll just drive to the courthouse. Tell the judge you weren't ready for me. Better yet, I'll call her. Where's your phone?
Alice, if you will just relax, I'm sure Cassie will be back in a moment. So please, sit down. You sure I can't get you a cup of coffee?
I told you. I don't want coffee. I want Cassie. Now, where the hell is she?
Everyone in this room is grateful to see you looking so well.
I'm not only well, I'm ready to do what needs to be done.
I'm sorry, I'm late, everyone.
Victor, what is that man doing in this room?
I guess no one told you. I'm on the board now.
Thank you for getting here so quickly.
Is this about Alice's visit?
Christine, that woman.
Just tell me how it went.
I know that Alice isn't the nicest person in the world to begin with, but today she was really on the warpath. Anything I said, Alice tried to attack me.
In front of Cassie?
No, thank heaven. Cassie wasn't here at first.
Not here, Sharon.
She ran and hid in the stables. That's how desperate she was to get away from Alice.
It's so unfortunate.
Christine, it's more than just unfortunate. It is killing me what this is doing to Cassie.
Yes, Mrs. Brown. Everything's ready for tonight. Yes, we'll see you at 8. Bye-bye. Hi. Hi, stranger.
How are ya?
Well, don't you look cute?
Oh, thank you very much. I'm meeting Brett for cappuccino, and then we're gonna go to an early show. Is he here yet?
No, not yet, but someone else is. He's not very happy.
Okay. Let's go say hi.
I'll watch out for you, Dave.
Thank you. It's good to see you. You look spiffy.
Nina, hi. Thanks.
It's been a while since I've seen you in a suit.
I had a job interview.
Oh, good. How'd it go?
Pretty sure I'll get an offer.
That's great. Isn't it?
He's got this wall up. Not getting anywhere with her. She keeps asking about Ma. Well then, that's it. What other choice do I have?
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me. How's it going?
Alice.
So, how you doing?
Surprised you'd give a hoot.
Yeah, well, that's why I called. It's been a while. Figured I ought to check in, make sure they're treating you right.
The only reason you'd call is because you want something. So tell me, Alice. What is it this time?
Cassie, look who's here, honey.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi.
Were you upstairs playing?
Reading.
Were you reading anything interesting?
We have to read books over the summer. I just started Little Women.
You're kidding. It's one of my favorites. Which character do you like the best?
Joe, I think.
Yeah, me too. She's the feisty one. So, I heard that you had another visit with Alice. Your mommy said that Alice got a little angry with you.
She didn't yell and scream.
But you could just tell?
Alice always seems upset. It scares me a little. I don't know if she's gonna start yelling.
Was there anything in particular during your visit that might have made her upset?
I guess I did.
How could you?
Alice doesn't like me talking about Millie.
Cassie, what exactly did Alice say?
I just wanted to know how Millie was. And she got kind of mad and asked me why I always ask about Millie.
Well, you know something? You've had a long day. I don't want to bug you with any more questions.
I know you're helping Mommy. Yeah, sweetie, she is.
If you'd rather be doing something else.
I'd kind of like to go back up to the stables, take some apples to feed the horses.
There's a bowl of fruit on the table. We'll cut up some apples for you, put them in a bag, and you can bring them down there.
All right, you two have fun.
Thanks, Christine.
What? Since when is he on the board?
Since Bradley and I appointed him.
You had the audacity to appoint this man to my board.
Yeah, that's right.
You didn't have the authority, Jack.
On the contrary, Victor.
Things have changed.
You're wrong. Now, Michael Baldwin, you found your way in. Now find your way out.
Apparently, Victor, you don't fully grasp what's going on now. I'm surprised Victoria and Nicholas didn't wise their old man up on what's happening.
You mean they didn't tell me about the treachery that you committed? You stabbing me in the back when I was gone. Let me tell you something. The game is finished. I'm back. And you're out, Jack.
Well, Victor, it's really not quite that simple.
You see, like it or not, we're in charge.
Come on, Ma. Don't be this way. So how's your health?
I'm feeling much better. I hate where I'm living, if you can call it living.
Well then, what would you think about coming back home?
You want me to come home? You kept me away for months. Why would you suddenly change your mind?
Jeez, Ma. You're so suspicious.
I learned the hard way. Come on, Alice, what is it? What's really going on? Has something happened with Cassie?
Yeah, well, sort of. That's why I thought,
You won custody. You need me to take care of her now. I can't believe they'd give her to you.
Well, I don't have her yet. I'm still trying. But with a little cooperation, I'd be able to get her.
I can't believe you'd do this to that precious, innocent child.
You know, you'll never cut me a break, will you? If every court in the country said I deserved her, you still wouldn't agree. I'm your daughter, and you don't have an ounce of faith in me. You know, I don't even know why I bother talking to you. What are you looking at? Such a difference to Cassie. I could just convince you to come live with us. Maybe if I talked to you in person.
You sure thinking hard about something.
Hello, Bertie.
I saw you on the phone. What's up, Queenie? Anything I can help you with?
You must be out of your mind, thinking that I would ever allow this.
It's not a matter of allowing it, Victor.
You don't seem to fully grasp the situation. Bradley and I are in charge. We are co-CEOs of this company.
This is my company, Jack Abbott. It is my name on the front of this building. I put you in charge temporarily so that the negative publicity generated by this woman would simmer down. You damn well know I never meant for this arrangement to be permanent.
I think you'll be very pleased with all we've accomplished while Bradley and I have been head of the company.
We're having a record quarter. Profits are through the roof. Clients, shareholders, all incredibly happy.
Don't you dare tell me about profits. They're my profits. I worked on this company, you get that? Whatever profits you realize now are mine, the result of my work, not yours.
It simply isn't true.
I've had enough of this.
Oh, now, that's just the kind of behavior that got you ousted in the first place, Victor.
Don't you patronize me, Jack Abbott!
I am just setting the record straight.
All right. Let's set the record straight. Let's see who runs this company. And whose ass will be out on the street.
I think that's an excellent idea, Victor. I should warn you. We have the support of the board.
You call this a board? You must be kidding me.
We have proof of the vote. 3-2. Not to mention the support of the minority shareholders.
All right. Let's have a vote. Let's reverse this decision right now. I demand another vote to determine who is Chief Executive Officer of Newman Enterprises. I want all of you to think about this very carefully, because it not only affects the future of the company, but yours as well.
Well, if Victor is through making campaign speeches and threats, we can get on with the vote. Why don't I start? I think you all know where I stand.
And me?
I vote for Victor.
Victor.
My father, of course.
Well, I think Jack and Brad have done an excellent job. running
Let's
this
dispense
company.
with your commentary. How do you vote?
Jack and Brad.
Jack and Brad.
Myself.
Well, I believe that makes it 4-4. That would be a standoff.
All right, Ashley. Your vote breaks the tie.